Peace. Real quick. Think fast. The revolution won't be televised, but it will be on YouTube. I was just thinking about, matter of fact, thinking of Gil Scott Heron's song, the revolution won't be televised, and, thinking of the literal aspect of it and just, the symbolic aspect of it. But, the revolution in essence won't be televised, and I have older videos speaking of that, like, the people who's trying to control people and trying to brainwash people is not going to get up and start saying, you know what, let's, because they own all the news system, all the news networks that's on TV, telling lies to your vision, you know what I'm saying? But they own, what I'm saying, all these things, and they're not gonna get on there and tell all the CNN and Fox News. They're not gonna tell their anchors to, hey, let the citizens know how much they got our backs against the wall and how much the conscious movement is actually gonna change things. They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, the revolution won't be televised, but in essence it will, and it is, especially through YouTube, because matter of fact, even right now dealing with what some of the YouTube the advertisers, the people who deal with YouTube with the advertisement been pulling out, basically like saying I don't want my advertisement and videos that's dealing with extremists or or anything, you know what I'm saying, basically like with, in essence, the revolution, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, when I speak on it, in which anybody know I've been said, I ain't talking about no physical harming nobody type of revolution, because that's the thing. It's not gonna be, change or won by that. It's a spiritual revolution. It's a high vibrational revolution. But when you look at it though, it is being televised on YouTube. Like matter of fact, and people have moved from TV as much, you know what I'm saying, and getting more into just being on whether it's a laptop or whatever, but tuning into like stuff like YouTube and, you know, Netflix or whatever, just to, in general, just to get away from that brainwashing. But, in essence, though, it will be televised through, the videos I make, through all the different YouTube channels where you're seeing a lot of us, speaking on things that's not being spoken about on TV. Because that's the thing, it won't be spoken about on TV because that's not their job. Their job is to keep you brainwashed, not to open your minds up. I always tell people if I'm a slave master, I'm not gonna tell the slaves, oh yeah, everybody on the next few, all the slaves on the next few plantations then killed their master and they revolutionized. You know, it's a slave master. You don't tell that to your slaves. You keep them still in fear. You keep, matter of fact, making them worry about Donald Trump, make them keep worrying about all these things that don't serve their spirit. You know what I'm saying? But for the people who know and understand, y'all, that's why y'all on YouTube right now, because you're getting away from that brainwashing, from all that foolishness. But, you know, you're gonna soon start seeing though the revolution, and in the aspect of it won't be televised. It just won't be televised. Just, hey, the revolution is happening. Nah, it's just where you're gonna be watching TV and things gonna go from, lying to somewhat truth with lies, all the way to truth. You know what I'm saying? To a point where you're gonna look up and like, oh man, when they started being this truthful on TV, you know what I'm saying? Because, matter of fact, matter of fact, the people like us building this fan base and getting our YouTube channels, like we'll open up the opportunities for us to actually have a TV station or a network or be on on a program now, because it's gonna start, things are gonna, on a tall building, crumble down, things fall from the top, hit the ground harder, you know what I'm saying? So as we're going through this transition, and matter of fact, you're not only, seeing somewhat of that now, but of course you feeling the vibration, because I feel the vibration daily of like, like that. I feel the shift upward, but I also feel a little pushback from some of the lower vibration, and I feel like the transition, the transitioning where a lot of people jumping on to the consciousness movement, you know what I'm saying, of that knowing and understanding. But again, it won't be televised, you know, it's gonna be on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to add this video, another video I did a while back, where it was on a movie where somebody on a movie said, hey, revolutions, it started on things like YouTube or something like that. So that's pretty cool. That's why I kept that video back then. I mean, that's why I did that video after I saw that on that movie. I forgot what movie I was watching, but you know, in the words of the famous philosopher Gil Scott Heron, the revolution won't be televised. You know what I'm saying? It won't. And and as you're watching TV, it's just gonna go from, you know, from 0 to 60 in essence, where you're just gonna see it kind of. It's gonna seem like a slow transition. It's gonna kind of start, but then all of a sudden it's gonna be like, all right, kind of like how we went from regular phones to having cell phones. It's like, all right, we kind of slowly playing with these phones, playing with the two-way, and then, whoop, dang, you got a phone that could do so much now. You know, and it's just a matter of time in essence. Time. A chronos, that Saturn energy. But again, the revolution will not be televised. And when I say this, am I saying I'm going? I always make sure, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not playing them games that certain people play. You know, I'm not saying go harm nobody. I'm not saying the revolution is gonna be something where people gonna get killed or harmed. Nope. I'm just saying the revolution won't be televised, and that this is a spiritual revolution, and just gonna look up one day and just see the change. But it will be televised on YouTube, though, and it is being televised on YouTube. You know. So, peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now.